Guys, welcome to another video or second video of our playlist, that is Android development. So today in this video we are going to talk about a simple basic application, or we are trying to run our application on the virtual device as well as our real device, and I'm going to tell you what are the requirements for running your app on your actual device. So firstly, I will open this file. So this is the basic by default created activity main.file. It is the main screen of my application. So while designing an XML, or while designing a GUI, as I already told you, all the design part is in the XML file. So when we are designing, there are two separate different methods, or we can say separate methods. That is, first is design, and there is second is coding method. So by here you can also write a code line by line, or otherwise you can simply drag and drop the palettes with the help of the design section. So in this way you can do some things. You can add text areas like different types of text, buttons, and etc. So there is no need to be create, or you have the whole knowledge of this kind of system, or otherwise you can simply switch to the split screen where you can see your coding and as well as the preview window. So here by default layout provided is constraint layout. We will be talking about layouts in next video. The next video will be on the layout section. So by default there is a text called hello world. Let me show you. Let me try to zoom it. Okay, so here you can see there is a text view called hello world. It is by default. So we are not going to do anything in this video. We are only trying to run your application. So firstly, if you not created an AVD or virtual device, if you want to create an AVD, you need to go here, like your virtual devices. Then I already told you about the process. uh, and if the device is created successfully, it will appear here. So leave it as it is and close this tab. Then select the pixel, or select your Android virtual device from the list and click on the run button. So it will take some time to run the application. So as it shows, my emulator is started, as you can see. So wait until the Gradle build running is completed. It takes some time, be patient. While the Gradle building, you need to wait, because if you do anything else, then it will start something like, or it will crash the app. So be patient. Okay, our application is running. As you can see, there is action bar over here, and our name of application is displayed over here. And also, as we can see, here is a text field, that is hello world. It is displayed over here. Let me change the hello text. That is okay. I'm simply using the split method. So here you can see the text property of the text view. You can simply change the text by here, like I am say welcome to Android development. Okay, so that's it. And then when I press shift and shift F10, or you can press simply play as already do. There are alternatives of keys like shift F10 or F9. So as you can see, welcome to Android development. So now for the mobile process, that is, if you want to create, if you want to run your app on your mobile device, you need to follow some steps. Like I'm going to show you some steps. You will see the mobile screen appearing. So firstly, you need to go to your settings. After going to settings, you need to scroll down and go to the about phone tab. It depends on your mobile where you can find, and then you have to click on the version. and then you can see there is a separate text called build number. You have to press 3 times. So as it says, no need, you are already a developer. I already enabled a developer mode, so it was not showing. It will in some mobile phones it will take 7 taps, in some mobile phone it will take 3 taps to open the developer mode. So go back, and then you will see, just a minute, I will check. Okay, so you can see developer options here. In my phone it is inside the additional settings. In your case it will be directly on the main screen or main page of settings. So sorry, additional settings, then I'm going to developer options. Okay, so in developer options you need to enable the USB debugging. So it is by default, it is disabled. You have to enable it. It will ask you about the permission, then click on OK. Then you have to connect your device through the USB onto your laptop or onto your machine. So when I connect my phone onto, it will ask me for this transfer files. Okay, so now you can see here the name of my device is available, Realme RMX. It is device name. Your device name will be by defaultly available. So here you can see the number of available devices, that is my virtual device as well as my actual mobile phone listed here. So we will try to run the application on the actual phone. So we close the settings tab, wait for the build. So it says install and launching activities. Okay, as you can see, our application is launched. You can see the my first application name on the action bar, as well as welcome to Android development. So this is the thing, but running your application on your phone or on your virtual device. So that's it for this video. We will see the next layouts of Android in the next video. So thanks for watching.